I see a lot of like discourse on social media about young women being like, oh, old women are so bitter and all this and like so jealous and all this. And I think the
We're not
biggest,
jealous.
but also the biggest lie and the biggest mess up that patriarchy has done to young women is to make young women think old women are bitter when they give us valuable advice.
Absolutely.
Right? And I'm like, no, they've literally lived our lives. Listen. But the patriarchy has convinced young women that older women are bitter. And then men can do their bullshit on young women. And I'm always like, no, I will always listen to an older woman.
You are wise beyond your years.
You know what? I have something that I need to say. I am tired of the men that just don't go for it. They're just so scared. They think that they're gonna get rejected when it's like, bruh, like, just take a freaking chance. I am tired, sick and tired of this, excuse my language, but this pussy energy.
I want to be approached. I definitely want to be approached. I would love nothing more than a guy to approach me, to have the balls to come up and say, hey, how are you?
Genuine question for you guys. What happened to men being the pursuers? Y'all don't chase anymore.
One thing I just genuinely do not understand is why guys don't approach girls anymore, like while they're out at the bar. Maybe guys just don't approach me and that's like a personal problem I need to address at a later date.
All right, y'all. Here's a question. Why men don't approach women anymore? Glad you asked. Let's get into it, family. Happy Saturday, everybody. Number one, the fear of rejection. Women today, as we know, have some unrealistic standards. Some women. Unless he has a six-pack, six-figure, and is 6 feet, you can't talk to him. Number two, it's not just about the fear of rejection. For some men, it's the fear of being labeled a creep or a predator because the man that's approaching you isn't your type. So because he's interested in you, he a creep? Come on now. Number three, online dating, which has made it so men don't have to get rejected in person. Number four, social media. Now you can just run up in somebody's DM. You don't have to have communication skills. I think all this technology and everything has made our communication skills terrible, y'all. Terrible. And last, we've seen how women will reject men in unnecessarily rude ways. It's okay to not be interested, to try to embarrass them. Y'all, we gotta stop.
If she's really such a good woman, you have to wonder why she's still single at 30. Go ahead, ask her about her 20s. Did she have a wild phase, a string of one-night stands, or an ex-boyfriend parade? And when those flings inevitably crashed and burned, did she own up to her part in it? Or did she just point fingers at the guys? Let's be real. If she's proudly parading around as a single mom, you've got your answer. Spoiler alert, it's probably, no, I wasn't wife material. Now, here's the kicker. Ask her if she'd be cool with her brother marrying someone exactly like her. Bet she'll choke on that one. And what's with older women whining about men chasing younger women? It's a classic case of self-reservedness. Those guys you brushed off when you were in your prime, they're not lining up for you now that you've passed your expiration date. Bitter about it? Tough luck. Choices have consequences. If we weren't sold on you when you were hot, we're definitely not buying now that the fire's gone out.
So you're almost 40, yes. And you've never been married? No. And you don't have kids? No. And you don't want to have kids? No. What have you done with your life? Well...
Let's really talk about it. The video I made about the girl saying that she got flowers and you should date women. I don't know how men deal with women. Just casual conversations with most women are exhausting. I said it before. I will never be a mentor. I will never do anything dealing with grown women. I would love to go speak to middle school girls because they still got a fighting chance. But these grown women, absolutely not. Conversations with them will make your head burst open. I mean, it's so ridiculous. The contradictions and stuff that make absolutely no sense. They will sit up and tell you all of these horror stories. And as simple as you coming back and asking them, is that your boyfriend? No, it's not my boyfriend. But ain't no but. It ain't your man. Why are we talking about this? Then they continue to keep telling you all of this stuff. Okay, well, are you ready to leave him? Well, no, I can't leave him because... You can't leave him because of what? Girl, miss me with it.
Science and psychology also proves that when you smile, the world and life will smile back at you. Science also proves that as women get older in age, masculine hormones and energies increase and become more prevalent, and feminine energies decrease. Older women get more set in their ways, especially when they have lived most of their life single, unhappy, highly successful, providing for themselves.
Seriously, you ditched James for Tyrone just because he had a cool motorcycle in college. Now, look at where that brilliant decision got you. Tyrone's a deadbeat, and you're stuck with his kid, and now you expect some other guy to swoop in and pick up the pieces. Good luck with that. James dodged a bullet, and he's better off without the baggage. These women, I swear, they think life's just a never-ending party. They toss aside the good guys, then crawl back when they see those guys thriving while they're stuck with kids from different dads. Modern women, they're nothing but shameless gold diggers, plain and simple. Men, on the other hand, want a woman without fertility issues, so they're looking for someone younger. In the West, by the time a woman hits 30, she's usually dragging along a suitcase full of emotional drama, hookup history, a social media addiction that rivals any teenagers, and maybe even a kid or two. Thanks, hookup culture. If a guy's thinking about settling down, he'll go for someone 5 to 10 years younger. She's more attractive than her 30-year-old self, brings less drama, and her body actually bounces back after having kids. Plus, she won't be pushing 60 when her kid graduates high school. By 30, a woman should either be a mom or at least married. If not, she better have a damn good reason. But modern women, they waste their prime years chasing fun, being promiscuous, and dating around like it's a sport. By the time they hit 30, they're scrambling to lock down commitment, but the men thereafter don't have to settle for them. Why would they? They can go for younger, hotter, less baggage. You get it. It's an obvious choice even for the most clueless guy. A man ready to commit is at his peak, fit, financially stable, with a strong network. He doesn't need a 30-year-old who spent her best years exploring her options. A 30-year-old woman has burned through a lot of those monthly cycles, losing eggs like they're going out of style, less fertile, higher risk of miscarriage, or having a kid with Down syndrome. And let's not even talk about that tanking libido. If she's been living the so-called dating lifestyle, what exactly is she bringing to the table for a man who's after stability? Dealing with a 30-year-old woman is like buying a car with too many miles on it, full of risks and potential headaches. You don't need a PhD to figure out she's probably more trouble than she's worth. Sure, she might still be fun for a while, but serious commitment? Don't bet on it. They've spent their prime years playing around and now have little to offer to the men who've been out there grinding and building their lives. That's why men aren't exactly lining up to commit to a woman over 30. And don't let anyone shame you for your dating choices. It's your life, your rules. We only get one shot at this, so make sure you're not stuck with a lifetime of regrets. As long as both people are legal adults, it's nobody else's business. Live your life on your terms. And let's be real, a lot of the women who trash talk younger women dating older men or older men dating younger women are just jealous, insecure, or wrestling with their own issues. That's their problem, not yours. Let them stew in their own bitterness while you enjoy your life. This concludes our A4 Anonymous coverage for the day. Click that like button, please. Make sure you hit that notification bell in addition to subscribing. Leave a comment telling us what you think. Have a great day tomorrow.